ages. And that's the way I am. I mean, I have to admit it. I really love the stuff I do.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I just wanted to tell you that I really like all the characters that you've created for Marvel, and I just wanted to know, why did you even, when did you realize that you wanted to work for the comic book company and business?
When did I realize I wanted to work for the comic book companies?
Yeah.
Well, I got this job when I was about 17 in the comic book company. I was an assistant to Jack Kirby and Joe Simon, who were the fellows doing Captain America at the time. And I didn't think I wanted to stay in comics. That's why I changed my name. Everybody hated comics. People had no respect for comic books at all. People thought they're read by very young children or illiterate adults. And I was embarrassed to be doing comics, so I changed my name from Stanley Martin Lieber, which was a nice, normal name. I cut it into Stan Lee, and I figured nobody will know I'm doing this. But after a while, I began to realize that it really takes a bit of talent to do a comic, to do a good comic. And there's nothing to be ashamed of, because people love to read them, and it's a good way to tell a story. So I think in 1961 or so, I was about to leave the field because I was going to quit. Because I'd been doing it for about 20 years, and I felt I was getting nowhere. I loved comics by that time, but I wasn't getting anywhere. And that's when my wife told me, why don't you do one book the way you'd like to do it instead of the way your publisher tells you to? Get it out of your system, and the worst that'll happen, he'll fire you, and you want to quit anyway. So that's when I did the Fantastic Four, and it violated a lot of the things that Martin Goodman wanted me to do. He wanted the heroes to have costumes, and they didn't have costumes. He never wanted too much dialogue. He said, people don't want to read dialogue, they want to see action. Just put a lot of fight scenes. But I gave the Fantastic Four a lot of dialogue. And he said, don't bother worrying about characterization, just give them action. But I tried to make real characters. And the book sold, and then, as I mentioned, we went on to the X-Men and other books. And that was when I decided I really love comics, and I'm going to stay in the field, because now they started getting respect. What happened was, with the first Fantastic Four, we started getting fan mail, but most of it was written in crayon. A little bit later, the fan mail was written in pencil. Then later, it was typed. Then after a while, the return addresses were from schools, and then later from colleges. Oh man, it was a great feeling, because we had never gotten fan mail before then. Sometimes I'd get a letter, and it would say, I want my dime back. A staple came out of the book. I'd hang it on the wall. I'd say, look, a reader wrote to us. So that's about it. If I answered your question, that was it.
And we are going to have to stop there because we are going to be whisking Stanley away for now, but
I'm just getting started.
I know, but we're going to see him again. So help me thank Stanley for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, that's totally fuckable.
Calm yourself.
We're yin and yang. It's all good. It's all good.
What was the rating on this panel again?
NC-760. Okay. Seriously, am I supposed to keep it PG?
Well, that's up to the audience.
Everybody's over an age. My sister's coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
Super quiet.
You don't want to
Okay,
expose
then.
anyone to the F word. That's so if you haven't heard it for the first time.
I'm sorry.
It's true. When people hear that word for the first time, their brains melt, their hair goes on fire, and then they die a horrible. Oh wait, no, they don't.
Yeah, this horror stories. Yeah, this con was super fun.
Of course, no, I'm just whispering into it because I do like it.
For us, we sold out of our book, Horrible Little People. That was awesome. So the actual convention
I would actually say
has
the
been
good class.
pretty much
Not
awesome.
the
But my car got broken into, my car got stolen. Yeah, there was everything outside of this convention which just make you want to die.
I've had similar experiences with my
tripod's
house
gone.
being set on fire last night. So.
Oh my god.
It's not a competition.
I can go for it. And last year at Con, I got into a horrible car accident that totaled my car. So, you know.
Too bad me and Andrew ran out of gas last night. I had to walk all the way up to the Buckeye.
Yes.
Yes. That's the same as House of Fun.
Yes. Aside from a long list of really weird commissions, which I'm sure we will get into later.
Don't ask.
Today was, or the con was super crazy. Big Red.
Yeah, I'm Sean Kronfeld, co-host of the I Have Issues podcast, and pretty much general hanger-oner and leech to society. So, you know, I don't even know what I'm doing up here. I don't know what I'm doing here at all. I just pretty much go wherever people tell me to go and shoot my mouth off. The con's been pretty awesome, I have to say. I thought it was going to be a horrible flaming train wreck, and instead it was just a stand. It was just there was a lot of flaming, but very little train wreck. So, you know, that's pretty good. I'm just still blown away by the fact of how many people have come to me and go, hey, I watch your podcast. And I'm like, why? But no, it's been awesome. I think we're all looking forward to next year. That being said, I'd like to sleep for 3 days now, please.
Yes.
There is a holiday on Monday.
Oh yes! Where's Pocket?
You just got my...
This is my first con horror story, that's all. Not really though. I'm really sorry. How about you? Is that a Pokemon? Is that a Eevee? Did you call me like a big Porygon just now?
Where did you get the Pokeball?
It's a Pokewalker. It comes with the game.
Oh, I have one of those. Guys, Pokewalker?
Go.
Alright, so con horror stories.
A pocket walker?
Somebody called me a faggot the first day we were here, and that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just lead into that.
Doesn't that happen to you every day?
Yeah, but I'm just not in a suit though, so it's okay. I'm usually like in a dress.
Oh.
So it was amazing. Jake and I have a booth at 518 for Modern Mythology Press. This is a book.
Yeah, you already plugged the book.
Can I have it?
Can I have it? No.
You can read it, like it's at Borders, like you're stealing manga, and then give it back to me. I know you do that, don't lie to me, don't lie to me.
I'll trade you.
We'll talk about it later, baby girl, don't worry about it, I got this.
Turn on the audience.
They're awesome. So we had like a scuffle with one of the other booth purchasers, it was awesome.
Did you stomp the yard?
What, to stomp the yard?
We did stomp it.
Yeah.
We were classy and refused to stomp. He tried to stomp.
Yeah, he
and
grabbed
then
my
we got
collar and
furious.
like shook me. He just told me that word over and over again. It was hilarious. Like, this is Comicon. He paints Superman for a living and then called me a faggot. It was awesome. How does that not rub off on you? Like, how do you watch 7 million hours of Smallville and still be like a bigot? How does that work? I have no idea.
Did you say bigot or faggot? I think you said bigot.
Because if you like John Snyder's not here, he would beat you down.
He left the show. He left the show.
It was great for tonight. So yeah, that's my con horror story. Also, I only packed one pair of socks.
Oh, that's fine. Just meet us in the lobby at 5:30, okay?
Narnia.
Okay.
We live in Tucson, Arizona.
I say between two.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this.
Tucson.
I am Andrew Heinrich, one of the co-hosts of Shelf Life Weekly. It's a podcast Anthony and I do. We also did a comic I wrote and Anthony drew as part of the Pirate Heart Ninja anthology.
Yes.
We did the Pirate Heart Ninja in space because how do you make pirates and ninjas cooler? You put them in spaceships.
Did you pick up Robbie your booth with 508 by Thomas Healy? So.
Here, I'm gonna give you back this now, so I don't forget.
In 18 minutes?
Do you want the whipping? I don't even know it's on me. Oh.
I don't know if I really have any horror stories. I've kind of already blanked out most of the 3 previous days. I don't know if that means it was good or bad, but that's just can't really remember it, but